So we're going to get started, so Tony is going to come up and talk.
All right. A little too tall for me, I'm sorry. Oh my God. All right, can you hear me? Yes. So I welcome to our, gosh, this is our fourth Rapid Process Improvement Workshop. And I just wanted to offer a few comments. So 18 months ago, we partnered with Virginia Mason to bring a way of improving work every day to Highline, the clinics, the hospital. And it took about 6 months to kind of launch and get organized. And so about a year ago to the day, we had our very first Rapid Process Improvement Workshop. We decided to start in the clinics and in primary care. And, you know, a year later, it's an incredibly evolving, mature movement. We've got leaders every day improving processes and building on the work that started a year ago. I think you'll see that today in this fourth RPIW. But I want to take a moment to thank all the staff who trailblazed this work, and then all the leaders in the room, because, you know, the reason the work is so mature and keeps getting better is because people believe in it and they're sticking to it, and they're not giving up when it gets hard, and they're learning and growing, and that is so powerful. So I want to thank every single leader in this room who's been a part of the work over the last 18 months, and all of you who are getting ready to do this work, get excited. Your lives are going to change for the better. And more importantly, all of this is about improving how we serve our patients and making sure that all of us who serve patients do so joyfully, because it's really easy to do a great job. That is what all of this boils down to. It's really, really good. So with that, I'm going to hand back to Tony Black, and we'll find out what the team's been up to this week. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to now introduce Erica Chang, KPO Specialist, who served as workshop lead, and we will hop into our formal RPIW report out. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. We'll be doing a 15-minute presentation. So, welcome. We are here today because we are discussing our Rapid Process Improvement Workshop number 3 for our primary care clinics. We worked with the 5 Highline clinics to really do some fantastic work around scheduling and access. These guys really epitomize our strategic priorities of quality, safety, and patient experience. They epitomize reflecting on one CHI. I'm so proud of them. The theme of our workshop was to create a seamless flow of patients from appointment request to availability of appointment to be scheduled when the patient desires. I'm so excited for you guys to hear about what the great work that we did, and I'm going to pass it off to the team.
So my name is Lee Channel. I'm a KPO specialist, and I am the team lead for this workshop. So one of the first things that we did is we went to the Gemba. We did lots of observations and lots of data collection. From this, we developed our value stream map. So from the patient's perspective, you would think scheduling an appointment is a simple process, but as you can see, it's not. In the current state, there's a lot of defects, waste, and variations, as indicated by the cloud burst on this map. In fact, 75% of the time that we currently spend scheduling an appointment is non-value added. This is our TAC time calculation sheet. This is how we know what pace we need to do our work to meet our demand. In this process, our TAC time is 4.38 minutes. This is our target progress report. This is how we set our metrics and collect data to see how our processes are doing. The one I want to point out is our sub-lead time, around the time it takes when a patient needs to schedule an appointment. However, due to lack of schedule availability, the patient is not able to get in. So the time it takes to process that appointment is 50 minutes. This is what we call a process flow map. So at the beginning of the week, the team members got together and was able to outline all the different steps and the different tools needed for the process. The peaks, which there are many, is indicative of the waste, variation, and defects where we have opportunities for improvement in the process.
Hello everyone, my name is Harpender. I'm an MA at a Buren Clinic. And on our second day of our RPIW, we actually got this idea form. That's where we got our idea for our appointment times. So we looked into that, and then on the next page, as you see this graph, so as in on the blue bar, it shows FMG available appointment times. As of right now, we have 91 appointment times. And the orange, it shows that just for Highland region, we used up to 53 appointment types just in 2018, and most of them were just used once or twice in the whole 2018. And the green, it states our future state for our appointment type that will bring it down to, after we sort it through using 5S, it will bring it to 14. So from 53 to 14. So on the next slide, as you can see, we have them all color-coded and sorted. And the one in pink are the ones that the visit types used by only one clinic, causing duplicate visit types. Orange is just the CTMD and HG visits types that are not used at all. The greens are the used by specialty schedulers. They will be removed from primary care provider scheduling. They'll still stay on their end, but just will be removed from our end. The yellow are the ones that we decided to keep, so that's the one from 53 to 14, and that will be the one that we're going to be choose from, so that means less appointment types to choose from, less errors, and less confusion. Thank you.
Hello. I'm Larisa Martin. I work as a family practice physician for Seahurst Clinic. So this is near my heart. Almost every day of my life starts from looking at my schedule. So after we sorted out and simplified a long list into 14 types of appointments, we started looking into how do we convey all the important information to the providers and yet make scheduling user-friendly for PARS. We created scheduling note guidelines. Then we needed to sort out and simplify them as well, to make it into 3-4 concise lines of questions, essential questions that providers need. Then we looked into appointment notes screen, and we realized that all the information we were planning to put in the appointment notes wouldn't fit there. It was too small, it had limitations for the number of characters. We found a solution. We decided to use expanded notes box, which is on the left. That box could accommodate all scheduling guideline notes. So now IT department is going to help us by linking each visit type with corresponding note descriptors. And this will eliminate waste of time for PARS.
Good afternoon. My name is Priya Bakari. I'm one of the family physicians, and I'm one of the providers that has been using the standard template that you see where our visits appointments are divided between 15 and 30 minutes. Over the years, we have added many more Epic release appointment scheduling tools, which include MyChart as well as FastPass and the standards tools. And so there's been a lot of confusion about what constitutes a 15-minute versus a 30-minute appointment. There has been no consensus among the providers, despite many discussions in the past. This causes variability in how many patients I can see in an hour. It ranges anywhere from 2 to 4 patients. With 4 patients, I feel I am rushed and overwhelmed and subjectively feel like I'm providing poor care. And occasionally, there's the opportunity to have 6 15-minute appointments in a row, and this provides limited patient access, decreased provider and patient satisfaction. We were tasked as part of the template team to come up with a way that would decrease these issues. As well, we also learned not all providers have same-day holds on their schedules, and for that reason, those same-day holds were taken prior to the same-day appointments being needed.
Hi,
Hi, my name is Nikki Heffernan, and I am the Access Management Specialist with the Patient Access Department. Dr. Bakari, Dr. Jansen, and I worked through the 5S agreement and mistake-proofing processes to reduce the variability, the scheduling errors, and the limited access we're currently experiencing in our clinics. As a result, we were able to come up with a standard scheduling template of all 20-minute appointment slots. In addition to the 20-minute appointment slots, we will be utilizing session limits, schedule blocks, and reduced schedule holds in order to give some control of the schedule back to the providers, while also creating more open access for our patients and a simpler scheduling process for our staff. With that said, we have already updated all of the provider templates for both family medicine and internal medicine providers in the Burien office to follow this all 20-minute schedule effective June 3rd. And on the screen is an example template of one of those providers with the new 20-minute template. This template, compared to the current state of the 1530, allows for an additional 14 patients to be served over the course of the week, and you can see there are slots held for same-day appointments. We also have buy-in from several providers in our neighboring clinics and have created some sample templates for them to review prior to us building it live in the Epic environment. Once we have these sample templates approved, our plan is to train the clinic managers and supervisors in a classroom setting so they can make real-time template updates. We will also provide them with the tools they will need to maintain those new templates and convert additional templates going forward. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michelle. I'm the lead PAR from the Westwood Clinic, and I took part of the scheduling team. I'd like to start off with a quote from one of our patients, Madge. She was able to observe our process. She said, "You should never complain unless you're willing to make it better." Very wise. So our current process of scheduling looks something like this for our PARs. We see the reds, meaning that there are no openings available, and then we see the green, meaning that there are availability. Once a patient calls us, sets up an appointment, tells us what they want, time, day, then we go for that hunt. We search for that green, and we offer that appointment. Patient, it might not comply with the patient, so we repeat this process over and over again until the patient accepts an appointment. So we see that there's a lot of back and forth, and this is a lot of waste. So even though we want to put our patient as number one, with manual scheduling, it does have a lot of time waste and room for errors, and is not efficient.
Hello, and my name is Lexi Steffens, and I am the Patient Access Supervisor for the Centralized Call Center in Tacoma. The tools that we would like to utilize in order to help cut out the waste from the manual scheduling process and to make the scheduling more efficient is by using the function in Epic called Auto Scheduler, as well as to utilize the cross-scheduling process. The Auto Schedule function allows for schedulers to simply plug in the desired visit type and the provider's name into the box and then click search. Epic then will automatically search and find that provider's first available appointment. Schedulers can also select the Multiple Solutions tab in order to give the patient multiple options of different dates and times for availability. Secondly, with the cross-scheduling process, this allows for schedulers to place patients onto different providers' schedules if they call into the clinic and their own PCP has no same-day or next-day availability and they are needing to be seen for an acute issue. With the use of these tools, scheduling will be more efficient and patients will have better access to care when they need it the most. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Edina and I am a PAR at Seahurst Clinic. In the beginning of the week, we have this slide that shows all of the processes that take place to make an appointment, and it's very convoluted. By doing the RPIW